Another edition of the Patrick Mahomes-Josh Allen Bowl.
The Chiefs suffer a fourth loss. They're third in their own division now.
With Week 9 now officially in the books, how about we dive into our latest edition of the 2025 NFL Power Rankings? And spoiler alert, we've got a new number 1. Number 32, Tennessee Titans. Last time's ranking, 32. The Titans kept it closer than expected against the Los Angeles Chargers, but moral victories aren't a thing in the NFL. The firing of Brian Callahan has somehow made the Titans even worse. Is it just us, or might the roster construction be the main problem here? Number 31, New Orleans Saints. Last time's ranking, 30. Unsurprisingly, rookie Tyler Shuck was unable to provide the spark on the Saints offense. Can we all just say that they're at least doing their job in the tanking department? Number 30, New York Jets. Last time's ranking, 31. The Jets got to celebrate their first win of the season with an extended rest and bye week. And believe it or not, their home game against the Browns on Sunday could very well determine the long-term future of both teams. Number 29, Miami Dolphins. Last time's ranking, 29. The Dolphins finally parted ways with longtime GM Chris Greer after their gross 28-6 home loss to the Ravens on Thursday night. And yet, Mike McDaniel still has a job.
Why the hell is Mike McDaniel still employed as the head coach? He's not a leader of men. He's not.
Number 28, Cleveland Browns. Last time's ranking, 28. Coming out their bye week, the 2-6 Browns prepare for said clash with the Jets in a game with significant draft implications. Number 27, New York Giants. Last time's ranking, 27. It's hard not to feel for Jackson Dart. He's out there working his tail off every single game, while his offensive line and defense do next to nothing to help him out. Even with Dart's surprisingly successful rookie season, morale is just extremely low for the punchless Giants. Number 26, Las Vegas Raiders. Last time's ranking, 26. The Raiders and Jaguars engaged in a thrilling back-and-forth shootout, but Pete Carroll's group came up short in a 30-29 overtime loss. A 2-6 record isn't fun, but the Raiders sure looked exciting again with Brock Bowers returning and posting 127 yards and 3 touchdowns. Number 25, Cincinnati Bengals. Last time's ranking, 23. Joe Flacco had 470 passing yards and 4 touchdowns, and the Bengals still lost, since he could easily be 5-4 heading into their Week 10 bye. But instead, they're 3-6. Hey, good work by the coaching staff and front office that built this roster. Number 24, Washington Commanders. Last time's ranking, 21. Yeah, that's it for your 2025 Commanders. Jane Daniels' gruesome arm injury was easily avoidable. Why did Dan Quinn have this injury-prone starting QB out there in garbage time against Seattle?
I know many of you have been asking about the thought process of Jaden being in the game in that situation. I get that. I've been thinking about it, honestly, nonstop, too, and for me, the answer is, man, I missed it.
Number 23, Dallas Cowboys. Last time's ranking, 19. Well, stick a fork in them, Jerry, because they're done. If the Cowboys had any hope of climbing back into the playoff race, they had to beat the Kyler Murray-less Cardinals at home. Expect Jones to announce a 10-year extension for Brian Schottenheimer and his coaching staff any day now. Number 22, Houston Texans. Last time's ranking, 17. The Texans would have likely defeated the Broncos if C.J. Stroud hadn't had to leave after suffering a concussion. That loss drops Houston to 3-5. Incredibly, all their losses have been decided by a single possession. Number 21, Atlanta Falcons. Last time's ranking, 20. Yeesh. Only the Atlanta Falcons, folks. Only the Falcons. The Falcons lose to New England in heartbreaking fashion again. Where have we heard that before? Well, at 3-5, the playoffs aren't happening. Number 20, Arizona Cardinals. Last time's ranking, 25. Hot take, I think it's time to give Jacoby Brissett the full-time QB1 duties. We're not saying that Arizona will make a postseason run or anything, but Kyler Murray is a mediocre QB at this point. Why sit the hot hand in Brissett? Number 19, Baltimore Ravens. Last time's ranking, 24. Well, don't count him out. Lamar Jackson's return unlocked the vintage Baltimore Ravens, who creamed Miami 28-6 to keep their playoff hopes alive. Oh yeah, and that once horrific defense has held opponents under 20 points in 3 consecutive games. Number 18, Minnesota Vikings. Last time's ranking, 22. Speaking of teams not to count out, just when everyone thought that they were done and finished, J.J. McCarthy came into Detroit and led Minnesota to a 27-24 win over the Lions. Not too bad for a guy who hadn't played in 7 weeks. Number 17, Carolina Panthers. Last time's ranking, 18. Even with Bryce Young constantly throwing for under 200 passing yards, the Panthers just keep churning out wins. Carolina has now won 5 of 7 since an 0-2 start. Rico Dowdle, Teteroa McMillan, and the defense just keep leading the charge. Number 16, Chicago Bears. Last time's ranking, 16. The Bears shook off a miserable fourth-quarter meltdown from the defense and won the game thanks to late-game heroics from Caleb Williams and Colston Loveland. With the Packers and Lions also losing, Ben Johnson's 5-3 Bears can actually win the AFC North. Number 15, Jacksonville Jaguars. Last time's ranking, 15. The Jags showed a bit of rust and clearly missed Travis Hunter out there, but they just barely outlasted the Raiders in overtime for a potential season-saving 30-29 victory. They avoided a 3-game losing skid and gained ground on the AFC South leading Colts, who lost to the Steelers on Sunday. Number 14, Pittsburgh Steelers. Last time's ranking, 14. After 2 straight sloppy losses, the Steelers got back to business and made a big-time statement with a 27-20 win over Daniel Jones and the AFC leading Colts. Pittsburgh's defense turned in a monster day with 5 sacks and 6 takeaways. Number 13, Kansas City Chiefs. Last time's ranking, 11. We wouldn't read too much into a November loss against Josh Allen and company. The main worry is that Kansas City is likely having to open on the road in the playoffs, especially with the Broncos now holding a 2-game lead in the division. Number 12, Los Angeles Chargers. Last time's ranking, 12. The Chargers' win in Tennessee came at a price, with star offensive tackle Joe Alt leaving with an ankle injury. The Chargers are still in a good spot to lock down a second straight playoff berth. They could further cement themselves as contenders with a Week 10 home win over Aaron Rodgers' Steelers in primetime. Number 11, San Francisco 49ers. Last time's ranking, 13. Just another clean and crisp performance by Mac Jones and the depleted 49ers offense, who made easy work of the Giants in a 34-24 blowout win. These guys are dangerous and capable of beating absolutely anybody. Number 10, Detroit Lions. Last time's ranking, 5. The Lions couldn't take advantage of the Packers falling to the Panthers, putting up a lackluster effort of their own and a 27-24 home loss to the Vikings. With road games against the Commanders and Eagles next, Detroit has to bring its A-game. Number 9, Green Bay Packers. Last time's ranking, 3. It's hard to comprehend how the Packers fell 16-13 at home to a middling Carolina team. With the Bears and Vikings both winning, Green Bay is now in a 4-way horse race for the NFC North Division crown. Number 8, Philadelphia Eagles. Last time's ranking, 8. The defending champs were the 4th team on a bye in Week 9, and hey, they surely appreciate the extra week to prepare for a dangerous Green Bay Packers team on Monday night. Number 7, Seattle Seahawks. Last time's ranking, 10. Those who were overlooking the Seahawks have no more excuses. Not after watching them demolish the Commanders 38-14 in their own barn on Sunday Night Football. Seattle is legit, folks. Number 6, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time's ranking, 6. Aside from getting more time to rest their banged-up stars on the bye week, it was also nice for Tampa to watch the Falcons fall to New England. Number 5, Buffalo Bills. Last time's ranking, 9. As per NFL tradition, the Bills won their regular season meeting against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. We're sure Buffalo fans are happy and all, but they know it doesn't mean anything until January.
So excited.
So excited. Super confident, but we really hope they can just beat them in the playoffs.
Number 4, New England Patriots. Last time's ranking, 7. Drake May continued his MVP-like production in Sunday's 24-23 home win over Atlanta. They only have 2 games left against teams with winning records, starting with Baker Mayfield and the Bucs in the Tom Brady Bowl this Sunday. Number 3, Los Angeles Rams. Last time's ranking, 4. Sean McVay's squad just keeps on rolling. 4 touchdowns and no interceptions from Matt Stafford, who's regained that MVP-like form with Devontae Adams coming exactly as advertised. Number 2, Indianapolis Colts. Last time's ranking, 1. We know that was a hard game to watch for Colts fans. 6 turnovers and 5 sacks allowed on Daniel Jones? Ooh. Yeah, horrific, sure. But take solace that they brought their F game to Pittsburgh and only lost to the Steelers by 7. Number 1, Denver Broncos. Last time's ranking, 2. New number 1. What isn't there to like about this team? They once again failed to bring their A game for the first half, but still came out on top. Now winners of 6 straight, the Broncos have a 2-game cushion on the Chiefs, and the banged-up Chargers remain 1 game behind. But hey, what changes would you make to our Week 10 power rankings? Let us know in the comment section below. If you like this video and learned a thing or two, then hey, clicking the like button helps us out a ton. And you know, we really appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, then subscribing is a great idea, because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.